Thanks, Vesna, and welcome back to our Sunday gathering. Before we start, please reach out to your tens and invite them to join us. Also, please turn your cameras on so we may see your smiling faces. So let's start with our opening intention. Lance?
Good morning. Thank you, Richard. Hello, friends. The essence of love and unity is in the desire, when each one is pleased with his friend, and there is no disparity of desire among them, and all are included in one desire, by which they are included in the upper desire, which is the complete unity. And that was Rabbi Nachman of Breslov.
Thanks, Lance. Today's topic is all about the KabU Retreat. Can you feel that? That's the excitement, which was this weekend and is wrapping up today. For our friends, this was a perfect way to practice bestowing for new students. From the virtual side of the retreat, we're going to have a short presentation. John? Not Larkins. Wow. Thanks, John. Such levels of excitement are just unbelievable. And now, for a more intimate, hands-on perspective from the retreat, I am so proud of my 10. And so, John, please take it over.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Loud and clear.
Great. I think I'll just start off by giving so much gratitude to the Creator and to these incredible friends that have gathered here to come closer to the Creator, and my great friends in the 10 and then this whole outfit that are opening up their hearts to more service. There's nothing like serving our friends. Our friends have a huge desire, and when we include ourselves in that environment, it becomes very, very all-encompassing. And this is this field that we choose to live in that's called none else besides him. And to be able to serve at an event like this, which is very much like the Congress we just had, there's really no words. And if you can unite your 10 to come and serve at a place like this, right? And there's nothing that will bond you higher than the physical service to the friends, because you're using everything, hands, feet, mind, heart, everything in service to others and ultimately to the Creator. Pedro.
And, we were talking about devotion this morning in the lesson. And it really goes to show, what devotion really is when you're here serving the friends, when you're here with only the intention to help. I think that's what's important.
It's absolutely incredible to like John said, to serve with the friends. There's nothing like it, and we've made a ritual out of this basically. And we get to come here and serve the friends in such a way that you just completely forget about yourself. It's really one of the greatest opportunities. And we haven't heard much of the lessons and things going on, but a friend mentioned winning the lottery last night. And that's truly what I feel. I feel like we've been given the greatest opportunity in life. And to be able to wake up and do this with the friends by your side and feel the level of connection, you just feel like each friend is holding each other and giving them the strength to do what needs to be done so that we can, spread this message and really open our hearts to the rest of the world. And we couldn't do it without each other. And to see all the new students opening their heart and really putting in the effort, I have no words. Sasha?
My friends took all my words, but I have something to say too. We see enormous maturity of the students of KabU. It's not our first. And with time, I think that they are ready to be kind of absorbed in class. And so it's great to have fresh blood. And I see the lectures of our friends. I'm not get bored. Just listen to these lessons, being behind the camera, because every time you pick up something new. So that's great. But the best thing of everything is that we served as a 10, shoulder to shoulder, being together.
Yeah, it's been amazing. No words. True honor to serve the friends. Yeah, especially as a 10. Nothing will unite you more than being physically together and using hands and feet that the friends have mentioned. Yeah, it's been a massive success. I think this app that they introduced us to that's going to be ready soon is going to be amazing. Dissemination tool. It's just gives me a lot of pride to see how much energy and time the friends have put and money into these projects that are really going to, I think, bring more people in and uplift our humanity.
I want to add a little bit. 5 of us who are cameramen with roaming cameras, with gimbal, and with everything. with the forms. And it's amazing experience where you feel the shoulder of your friend. It's probably first time in my life when I can eat, I can hear friends, I can do something, I can go to the kitchen, and we all like one body, like one organism. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, and I just want to add something real quick. You know, our brother Aaron got over here real quick and said he didn't want to speak, so I want him to open his heart for everybody. Go ahead, share your experience, brother.
I don't know how to follow up these great friends. This is my previous 10, but my forever 10 also, always, and that's how they make me feel. Try to be here with them every year for this event when I'm here in the States. And there's no greater honor than serving with these friends. You're seeing bestowal in action all around you. Just selfless acts to help these new students feel this unity and this connection that we've been so blessed with for so many years. And there's no greater example of what we're learning than to be here as a 10 and serve these new students. And you all were right here with us, so we love you.
3, 2, 1.
I know you guys think you're finished, but you're not. So let's bring them back, please, Vesna. We have a couple of questions for you because many of us have absolutely no clue what KabU is. We're a little bit older than that, and like me, I grew up with the Learning Center. So can you share a little bit as to what KabU is and how you decided to come to it? Will you start us out, Pedro?
KabU, it's a state-of-the-art university for studying Kabbalah, for bringing new people into the study. Starts out very, very light, and they become like veterans. The new students become like veterans so fast. They are able to rise up to our degree in an instant. No, it seems like I talked to all these new students, and their hearts are right where we are, you know. So it's just a great institute that really does help people out.
Yeah, like you said, it's a place where we get to come to and really come out of self. And you have great instructors, you have classes and things like that. And like the brother was saying, it's such an environment where the friends can thrive so quickly. I'm speaking to these 10s, and it's unbelievable what's coming out of their mouths, but it's because there's such an environment here that we've created at KabU that gives them the opportunity to do that. So that's why we're here. We're here to keep building this environment. Without each other, this wouldn't exist. And Sasha.
KabU is very interesting thing. I would call it an incubator, where you grow gently. When many of us started, it was natural selection. You stay there, it's rough, it's difficult, and whoever stay. And a lot of people left. And in this KabU incubator, they are very gentle. They try to make sure that everybody gets to the Bnei Baruch and be adopted well. So it's a beautiful system that our friends built here. And it's such a pleasure to watch how students of KabU are growing. So incubator is doing something right?
I'll just add that, for a while, many of us came under different forms and on the path. Like for me, it was a learning center and there was no KabU. So as KabU began to be formed, there was this kind of a separation that began to occur. KabU is an opportunity, and I'm hoping that this can be like a catalyst for bringing North America and KabU together and more together as operating as a single unit. So events like that help us to be able to do that. KabU is, we're talking about souls, if you think about it. It's a level of desire that's there with our new friends that may have even trumped our own because it's just where they are in their development. But it's a beautiful place to be and a beautiful opportunity to integrate, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of these students, I don't know, just because of the way that the system had a structure. But to make the effort to come and be able to serve these friends and to really get to know them at an intimate level, there's nothing like it. And we are very, very privileged to be counting them among these new desires, because we may have the experience, they have the fire, and both are necessary. So let's keep at it.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I definitely see how successful KabU is by being here at these retreats. And it definitely looks like the process is more streamlined as far as, from the time you enter, studying Kabbalah with BD and, moving through KabU at a gentle pace where, you can digest the material into tens and, it's like an accelerated program. For Kabbalah, so truly amazing, and I can see so much already has been accomplished.
In about a minute, I'm going to ask you guys to give an advertisement that's going to drive all of the friends out here watching to see what's going to bring us to the KabU retreat next time. For we truly want this to be something that we all yearn for, since KabU is a part of our structure. And in the meantime, if anybody is listening to us and has anything to add with regards to KabU, we'd love to hear from you. So if you put your hands up, that would be wonderful. And so how about an ad, guys?
How about what?
An ad.
An ad.
So there's so much here, so much heart, so much desire, so much love that there's clear evidence that there's none else besides him. And if we have the right devotion towards the friends and our desire is big enough, we invite all of you to come to the KabU retreat, because this is where it's at. This is our future. This is Bnei Baruch. L'chaim.
I'll just add one thing. This is really, we know for our own personal paths how important dissemination is. Some people are more involved, some people are less. We may not all be built to be instructors, but you learn here what it means to disseminate, and you take it with you. Interacting with the new students, they ask you questions, even though you're not an instructor, but they know you've been around for some time. They ask you questions, and you learn the right way to frame things to people. And you see these instructors, the amazing job they do. And it's really, it's a school for us too, to learn how to become more involved in dissemination day to day. And we take that with us from here. And I think it brings everybody that comes a lot of advancement.
And I'll add one thing, just a very brief sentence. Serve your friends to serve the Creator. L'chaim.
And it's structured in such a way that allows everybody to be a part of. You know, I was sitting there on the grill. We had the flame like 3 feet up in the air. I have no hair on the bottom of my arms. And but it doesn't matter because it's all for the friends, and every friend that's here, because we're in this environment, they have the strength to do whatever for everyone. And so if you haven't experienced a KabU retreat or something like that, then if you get the opportunity, we'd highly recommend it. I mean, the bond that we've created here between us, you can't buy that. And I have no words left.
And you should be very jealous as well.
There's so many instructors here, and they do Q&A constantly and encourage everyone to ask, you know, all their questions. And also they come out and sit under a tree and have individualized experience with a KabU instructor, and they ask more questions and workshops, and yeah, it's a really immersive experience that if you can, yeah, you definitely don't want to miss.
You know, I want to add something that first time I find myself that we are extension to the instructors. We had so many personal conversations with the people, and they ask question, okay, when we get out of this kindergarten, how does it feel in a real life with you? So, and we have something to share with them. Otherwise, it makes no difference where we are and what we do at home. But here, it's total opportunity to serve and answer the questions and guide new students to a better life. Bnei Baruch.
Well, if you guys will stand by, Chaim Ratz is here. Perhaps we can hear him.
Can we stand back a little bit? I thought something was off.
Chaim, how's this feel?
You're speaking to me. I wasn't supposed to.
You
Be speaking today.
You have nothing but a reaction to the excitement of our KabU volunteers.
I'm very happy about the KabU retreat. You guys, the Northeast 10, I've always calls you USA Northwest for some reason, but we understand that he means Northeast, so we translate accordingly. You guys have been a great 10 ever since, and it's wonderful that you guys do this as a 10. It's really, as you guys said, there's nothing like John said, nothing could be more uniting than a common effort in dissemination in serving the friends, serving students. Amazing effort on the part of all of you. And you know, just to see, Seth has been sending me pictures all through the weekend. And I heard from here and from there about what's going on there. The lesson that Avihu and Michael Sanilevich gave yesterday and today, another one. So obviously you guys are having a great spiritual event, and just all the best to you, and l'chaim to you, really, l'chaim.
So when they volunteer for this kind of event, Chaim, what kind of growth do they get compared to just going to a normal Congress?
Anytime you go to an event as a giver rather than as a receiver, what I heard from Rav is that you get what everyone gets, plus more, because all the abundance goes through you to them. So just imagine what it is to be a conduit passing on the light to so many friends. What could be better? What could be a better implementation? What could be a more indicative of spirituality?
Thank you, Hein. Do we have any questions at all for the friends? I know them intimately. I can pull them through the ringer, but I'd really like to hear if somebody has another thought. And Vesna, will you highlight them again? And you have to unmute yourselves, guys. So tell us, each one of you, what your actual activities were for this retreat. And once again, Pedro, if you'll start us out.
I arrived late, so I didn't really get too much instruction. So I just jumped on camera. So during the lessons, if you saw it, I was behind that camera. Also, I was relieving Nate and Sasha and John if they needed some help with the walking camera as well. Going to be tearing down a little bit later on today. Trying to get into a little bit of everything here. Next.
Yeah, we did it all. I was mostly on cameras, which was nice. And yeah, we also, though, during the day, it's can be pretty chaotic. So you get called to do this, that, the other. And yeah, just a little bit of everything. But yeah, mostly cameras.
You know, like Chaim says, we're so lost inside the friends that it's hard for me to even think back and remember what I did. But just right before this call, we were looking over at friends over here, over there, sitting underneath a tree, and with an instructor, opening their hearts, asking questions. We went on a walk yesterday morning, a really nice nature walk. I got to be behind the camera, and so that was interesting. I had to I was in charge of the instructors when they spoke, so I had to record everybody and the instructors. So I was at the middle of the line, the front of the line, and just to be able to be lost inside the friends, there's nothing like it.
Nate is talking about nature walk, not behind the real camera, but nature walk. Two things. Number one, if you're at the Congress and you're not in the kitchen, you miss the Congress. So yesterday we cooked together, and it was like enormous. That is why Nate doesn't have much of the hair anymore on his hand. That's one thing. And another thing, I never thought that preparation for musician takes tons of time and tons of effort. And we jump into this assignment to help musicians. It's like 2.5 hours of preparation. All these cables, all this checking mics, checking dynamics, checking this, checking that. It's like, again, it's mixing. So all these musicians are our brothers now. And we cannot get it in big congresses because they have teams, technical teams, this and that, and it's enormous connection.
So everything that we did, the amazing part of it is that everything that we did together as a 10. I remember when we were going on the nature walk, we could see that as we were filming the students going through what they were going through, that I may look to my left and there was Pedro. I may look to my right and there was Sasha. And that we had each other in each other's sights as we walked and escorted these friends. We cooked together. We sang together. There's just an endless opportunity to serve at events like this. My specific post was supposed to be in the book sales, but you know what you find when you come to congresses and things like that, you know, you wear many hats, and so someone will snatch you by your collar and say, no, you're doing this now. And you go willingly, because all of it is for one cause, is to support this massive dissemination effort. And to serve with these friends, I wouldn't be able to do anything without them, because that's my nature. But they make me feel the greatness of the Creator. They connect me. They're my interface to the Creator. And I'm so thankful that I have them in my lives, because without them, I'm absolutely nothing. Without you, we are absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I had a small role, just my specific role. I was responsible for the walkie-talkies, getting them to the different staff members, getting them back. But like John just said, we all end up doing a little bit of everything. You realize that the strength to do all this stuff, to set up, moving chairs, moving tables, you get it all from the friends. And I got it from these friends here. And I want to add one thing. We all kind of act as Zohar's assistants here. You know, he needs us to do something. He tells us whatever it is. And to see him in action here, it's something really unbelievable. There's not a moment that he's not working, that he's not thinking how to improve the experience for these students. And it's really bestowal in action. And it's just been an amazing experience.
If you thought that you could do something better, what would it be? We're told
Better earplugs.
Were you talking about sleeping,
I'll say,
John?
Oh, what did you say?
You were talking about trying to sleep?
I'm talking about better.
During the sleep, earplugs.
Okay. What does he want me to say? Go ahead, Aaron.
Oh.
Okay.
I was just going to say, you see that there's always stuff that can be improved upon, and every year I know the team learns new things each year. Communication and teamwork is something that it's a never-ending work of improvement that we are all the time learning and overcoming obstacles. And it's really an active connection that we're always building upon. So communication, teamwork, it's a constant learning process.
I would say for me to learn more, it's not about the environment. It's about me adapting better to my environment, because there would be times when things come up that want to frustrate you. And it's my nature to kind of be that way. But at the same time, immersing ourselves in this environment and letting the environment kind of like mold you instead of the other way around. So that's what I kind of learned.
I want just to continue on John, that about snoring, right? I hear snoring all night and my earplugs were in. And I said, what is going on? They probably don't work. I pull them out, and now I understood what real snore is. So this is one improvement. We have to find new earplugs. But what I want to say is that what can we improve? We can ask other people to participate. As more us here, as better process going between instructors and practical work. So they need it.
It looks like we have some other hands up. Go ahead, John.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you guys for your efforts and your service for this retreat. I have a big question. My question is, we hear what you guys did, how beautifully you flowed there at the retreat. My question to you is, what what are you guys taking home with you internally? How are you affected inside with the service you did outside?
Outside, I got this nice kilt. It's beautiful. It's only $15. Inside, a renewed sense of devotion towards the friends, a new sense of desire and inspiration.
Yeah, like I was saying, I mentioned the lottery. I feel like I'm in the luckiest place to be alive. I said that completely wrong, but it doesn't matter because we're here with the friends, and we just receive so much. The words can't really even describe it, but all the opportunities are right here because we feel each friend holding one another and guiding us.
So I want to add that it's little by little. I remember a long time ago, Rav says that you're already in the spaceship. You just have to understand what this spaceship is all about. And little by little, you start to feel instead of seeing, hearing, and anything. You start to feel this spaceship where we are. And without this practical experience, sitting at home, behind the screen, not doing anything with your feet and legs, it gives you a lot of pluses. A lot of pluses. It's accelerate our progression.
You actually also need this. Joe wants to ask a question.
Joe Donnelly, go ahead, brother.
Hey guys, good to see you. My question is, what was your favorite Congress moment, if you will, from the last 2 or 3 days? I know Nathaniel nearly became part of the barbecue, but if there was, I saw videos and pictures of a bonfire, or maybe it was a specific lesson, or maybe a moment where it felt like the whole retreat was connected and flowing in that unity. What was your favorite moment from your time there? Thanks.
I can answer. So we had this exercise for me. We were guiding, the students they were blindfolded and they were being led by some of the instructors and other people through, it was nighttime, it was pitch black. And they had this event where they were blindfolded and they were all together, but now that they had assembled into this area, they had to call out for their tens blindfolded. So you hear almost like this Marco Polo thing going on because 10-3, 10-5, and they're screaming out, right? But the elation for me is when these friends couldn't even see it, when they were united with their tens and they all came together, the elation on their faces as they realized that the connection went far beyond the 5 senses and that they were reunited was just unbelievable. I couldn't stop smiling, and I was smiling because I felt what they were feeling deep inside when they were reconnected with their tens. So that was a very special moment for me. Very special.
Very important. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say for me, it wasn't actually, during the KabU Retreat, but before we gathered at Sasha's place and we were about to go and do some sort of duck tour. But instead, we sat back in the backyard, ate some really good food, and we just talked. And for the first time in my life, it felt like each and every friend was being heard. We're adding to each other. It wasn't just, spit out whatever's on your mind because you want to get it out, but really taking the time to understand what the friend is saying, add to them, and just feel as one man with one heart. And it was absolutely incredible. And like I said, you can't buy that kind of stuff. It happens from doing the work. And so that was my favorite moment, to gather at Sasha's place and have that day of connection together.
I wanted to extend. We have about 5.5 hours of driving together. So it's 5.5 hours of Yeshivat Harim. And when everything will be finished, we have to disassemble everything and jump in a car, and another 5.5 hours of Yeshivat Harim. That's one of the most amazing things. I couldn't even think of myself 5.5 hours driving alone and then back. That's one of the biggest for me. But nature walk, there are two types of nature walk. The one
Sasha, thank you very much. We're running out of time. So if you can say it in one sentence, like the last 10 seconds we have when we're doing something.
we love each other.
L'chaim. Thanks so much. And thank you, friends, so much for sharing. And thanks to all of you for sharing this time together. Be sure to join the World Kli on the Arvut system for an update from our association's CEO. Have a great week. Now our closing intention. Lance?
Thank you, Richard. This is from Rav. We want to see, understand, feel, experience everything that happens in this desire called all in all reality. And it is very, very important to continue this impression, this illumination, as much as possible when we leave the lesson, and not let it go, not let it go out. L'chaim.
Breathe from somewhere around. I try to run, I try to hide. I can feel a light that will guide us home to the place, to the other side. Keep your heart wide open, and love will reach your soul wide open. It'll save you on your way wide open. I know it's the only way wide open, and the light will forever stay inside. Love guides the way, I know alone I fade. I need someone around to fill my soul. And the stars, they shine only in the night. If I could only care, maybe I could make it right. Keep your heart wide open, and love will reach your soul wide open. It will save you on your way wide open. I know it's the only way